kickoff for Verona number 44, Kyle Schrader. First and 10, Milton. With the ball player. Brought down on the play by number 58, Peter Verona.
Hi, I'm Don Lyons here commentating this playoff game between Milton High School and Verona High School. Hopefully be joined shortly by Kyle Burwitz. I'm not quite sure what it is right now, but hopefully we'll get him in the game later. 2nd and 8 for the Redhawks. Handoff goes to Underwood, and he's stopped for little or no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Redhawks at their own 26. As you can see, the weather conditions are pretty bad right now. It's kind of raining out there, and the field's wet. It's been raining most of the day. So that's going to be a problem with handling the ball. As you saw on that kickoff, the ball kind of slipped out of Derek's hands, but he recovered it nicely and got some of a return on it. Snap goes to Langer. He drops back to pass. Quick pressure. Gets the ball out to number 18, Tucker. And it looks like he picks up the first down out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. No, I don't have one. It's going to be a first down for the Redhawks at the 37-yard line. It's a good play by Tucker and Langer to pick up that key first down. Langer drops back to pass again. It's a pitch to Underwood. He cuts out the middle, and for a good gain, it gets stopped. Stopped at about the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5.
Right down on the play by number 79, Jake Steiner.
Steiner with the stop on that carry, and it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the Redhawk 37.
2nd and 5.
Redhawks open up with 2 on the left side and 2 in the back. Langer takes the snap, play action. He's looking to big number 88. He gets the first down and inside Verona territory. That's Andrew Brown with the catch. Another good first down conversion for the Redhawks. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Verona 47.
And number 42, Ben Kunkel. 1st and 10,
And folks, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Kyle Burwitz is now on the air.
Hello. Little traffic, minor traffic violation. So I'm ready to go.
Underwood takes the handoff up the middle and gains 1 or 2 yards. Not much on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, how's the game going so far tonight, Don?
Well, it's looking pretty well. Milton kind of fumbled the ball on the kickoff, but recovered it nicely. And now they're building a good drive, and right now they're at the Verona 45.
It's good to hear.
Langer ducks under center. Takes the snap and is looking to throw. He comes over the middle, and it's picked off by number 6. Looks like he was going for number 88, Andrew Brown. Joe Buddy with the interception. It looks like a little miscommunication. Maybe Langer thought Brown was turning the other way, but just the ball over the middle picked off by Verona. Now this game has a totally different perspective. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Verona at their own 47. Great field position early in the game. A key turnover. Coach Paczynski can't be happy with that one.
No, we can, Don. Looks like it's the quarterback number 10, I think. Dustin Paling.
Abner Castro got the ball from Dustin. Took to take the ball up the middle for a gain of about 7 yards. It's going to be Second down and 3. Doesn't matter.
Again, Paling's under center. Two backs in the backfield motion. Handed off to the number 31. That would be Marcus Boone. Boone with a minimal gain in the play. Number 74, Randy Lang on the tackle on that one.
It's a great play by the Redhawks. They really needed to stop there. Now we'll see if they can come up big on third down and get this ball back.
It's third down and about 4. A little over 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Peeling under center. That weird formation where they have the receiver facing the quarterback. Running in motion. Peeling back to drop the pass. Throwing it out deep to the receiver. That'd be number 45, it looked like. Chad Donahue, I think.
Quarterback read that well. He had pressure coming from behind and got the ball off just in time. He was about to get plastered by number 56 for the Redhawks.
That's Josh Krause,
Josh
folks.
Krause was coming from the back, but he got the ball just off in time. Krause held up nicely, but unfortunately the play was completed. A good play for Verona. Really, the momentum is swung extremely in Verona's favor here.
That was number 44, actually, Kyle Schroeder, who caught that pass. Schroeder had some tight coverage, but I just think they made the mistake of laying off near the end of that play, thinking that the ball was not coming. Peeling hands the ball off, and it's a touchdown. He hands the ball off to
It's not the way the Redhawks want to start the game. It's a quick score, and with weather like this, offense is going to be slowing down, and it's not good to getting a hold this early in the first quarter.
Yes, it was number 31, Marcus Boone, the ball carrier on that one for the touchdown for Verona. Early 6-0 lead right now. Number 10, Paling on the hold. 44, that would be Kyle Schroeder. Schroeder on the kick. Kick's good, brings the score right now to Verona 7, Milton 0. You got it there? It's Kyle Schroeder to kick.
Yeah.
Deep kick. Going back receiver number 45, Underwood. The little fake they have for Milton. Underwood bouncing off the sideline.
He's got some blockers up there.
Bouncing off a tackle, running up the sideline, using that speed. And he brought down in the play at about the 45-yard line. He's tackled by number 12, Jacob Russell.
Underwood got a good hold on that ball that time and turned it into a nice play with that fake reverse. It's worked well for the Redhawks this year. And later tonight, we might see him actually pull out the real reverse and really get some yardage on these Verona Wildcats.
Yes, it should.
36-yard line, first and 10. Milton.
Oh.
There's a pitch to Underwood, it looked like, from Langer. Fumble on the play, but Underwood receives his own fumble. It's a huge loss of about, I'd say, 10 yards. Putting up 2nd and 20.
That's bad for the Redhawks right there, but it could have been worse. Verona could have the ball right now, or the ball spotted here for the Redhawks at their own 35, but instead they got a 2nd and 21 with a chance at least to convert this.
Langer under center, two backs in the backfield. So just one. Langer dropping back to pass. Throwing out a little middle screen. Overthrew number 40 Underwood.
Another pass over the middle. It almost got intercepted for Langer, with him having trouble throwing the ball over the middle and Underwood having trouble holding on to the ball. If this keeps up, it's not going to be a very good night for the Redhawks, but I'm sure they'll be able to pull it out.
Two early mistakes could really cause the Redhawks to lose this game, but I really not like to think about that because I think that we are going to win this game tonight. There's a flag in the play.
Eligible receiver downfield, it looks like, on the Redhawks. Penalties decline. It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd and 21.
Smart play by Verona there. Redhawks would have had a 2nd and about 30. Instead, now they have a 3rd and 21, even more hard to convert.
Losing that down by keeping the same yardage they have, which is pretty far to go. Langer under center. Handing off in that little reverse they have. Number 40, Underwood.
Underwood did well to keep that play alive. He got hit in the backfield once, but he broke that arm tackle and made his way up to about the 49. Didn't convert the first down, but at least they'll have a little more room to punt here and hopefully stick the Wildcats back in their own territory.
It'll be number 45, Kyle Plouts, to kick for us. 2 Verona players back to receive. Number 44, Schroeder.
Number 44, Kyle Slater.
Number 42.
Oh, it's a high snap.
Ben Conkel. High
Plouts brings
snap.
it down. Is he going to get
Plouts is a high kick. It won't go very far past the line of scrimmage. It's taking a nice Milton roll to about the 39-yard line. Looks like Verona will have the ball on their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
Wasn't a good snap by the Redhawks, but again, with the field conditions tonight, you don't know what's going to happen, and Plouts did a good job just not to let Verona recover that ball, and I think get out what turned to be a 12 or 13-yard kick on that one. But again, that's really nobody's fault. The ball's just slipping around out there, and they're going to try to get that taken care of.
Milton can't make the early mistakes right now. If they keep on making mistakes with this, the game can be really long. I mean, really hurtful for the Redhawks. After a very nice come-from-behind victory over Fort last game, leads to a 5-3 record with a tie in the SLC conference race. I think that we should be able to finish pretty high for the playoffs. You know, we've been running pretty high in these last couple of weeks, with come-from-behind victories in the last-second plays, making for touchdowns, I guess. Hopefully Milton can capitalize on all this excitement and roll pretty far into the playoffs. Paling under center. Passing out deep again to number 44, Schroeder. Almost picked off by number 15, Schober.
And went after Schober again that time and really brought his A game on that pass, knocked it down nicely and almost picked it off. But I get the feeling if they're going to keep on going at him tonight, Schober's going to make some big plays, and the Wildcats are going to feel badly about doing so because Schober can really turn the game around.
Yes, again, he has the speed and the game-breaking ability to turn a minor interception into a long game-breaking touchdown. He had Paling under center, number 10. 2 backs in the backfield split. Verona's thrown out a little slant play to number 12, it looked like. So number 42, that is. Ben Conkel. Second one, number 15, Dan Schober.
It's a good play over the middle there for the Wildcats. They kept on going deep and deep and deep on that right side, and then finally they have a little cut underneath.
Again, Paling under center, split receivers to the left. 2, one of the slot. Two backs in the backfield. Handing off up the middle. Stuffed and stopped and dropped. Who was that?
Randy Langer.
Number 74, Randy Langer.
Langer got into the stop up that play, and the Wildcats really aren't having success with the run right now. And as long as the Redhawks can stop the throw now, they should be okay.
It's number 10, Paling under center. Two backs in the backfield, so receivers to the left. Handed off to number 31. That's Marcus Boone. Tackle again by number 74, Randy Langer. He's already having a pretty big game tonight.
Yeah, he is. Like I said a couple weeks ago, that if you're going to have a high school fantasy football team, Langer's the first man you want to get.
Yes, he is. He and a few other Milton Red Hawk players are SLC conference first team. I know at least Randy Langer is. I don't know about a few other players, but I can get that numbers back to you sooner. Paling under center, rolling out, look at a little option, turn it into a little gain by himself. 15 yards of about that. 1st and 10 for Verona.
Showed some nice speed on that one. That's a big first down for the Verona. They got the ball now deep in Milton territory, and 1st and 10 from the 30. And knocking on Milton's door again.
This could again be trouble for Milton. Motion. Handed off to number 31, Boone. Boone brought down number 61, Gibby. Gibby throwing him back in the backfield.
It's odd to see these Verona colors, orange and black, so close to Halloween, but I guess it's kind of fitting.
Second and about 7 for Verona. Hand off at the middle to 31, Boone. Boone stopped and dropped at the line of scrimmage and just pushed down. And number 61, Alex Gibson, again. The Red Hawks have a pretty big defensive front. At least every single player is over 200 pounds with the exception of Mikey Bright, but he's a small, stout, very good nose guard. And I think that this Milton run defense has worked very well in the last couple of games, except for with the exception of that Delavan Darien game. I have a feeling that this game should be working very well for them on the run.
Yeah.
Peeling under center, handing off to the reverse, the wide receiver. He just falls in the backfield of 42. That's Ben Conkle.
Milton looked to have that stop pretty well on that side. Verona had one blocker out there, and Milton had 2 tacklers. So even though he might not have slipped, he would probably only got 5 yards in that, and I think it would have been fourth down anyways.
Brings up 4th and about 10 yards for Verona.
Paling's coming back onto the field. It looks like they're going for it.
It's not quite field goal range, but it's not also quite punting range because they only have 10 yards to the 20. And there's a touchback. There's no real point. Paling dropping back to pass. Throwing it out deep to that side. Looks like it was just knocked down by number.
Like
that's number 40, Derek Underwood, it looked like.
There's a good play by the Red Hawks. About 2 minutes left in this first quarter. If Verona would have completed that, they would have had a first down either right at the goal line or maybe a touchdown, and with only 2 minutes remaining, this would have been a huge deficit for the Red Hawks to come back to, but they got a good stop on defense, and now it's 1st and 10 from their own 30.
With 10, Bruce Langer under center for the Red Hawks. 2 backs in the backfield. Hand off up the middle to number 40, Derek Underwood. Underwood keeping those legs a churning. Getting a gain of about 7 yards. Brought down on the play, but it looked like number 83, Kirk DeCreamer.
One of those things you see with Underwood, he always has good power out of his legs, and once he hits the play, you can see it move forward significantly and get good yardage on even a play that seems to be broken up well.
He's only a junior, folks. He's with this Red Hawk team. We'll have him back next year as our starter again.
And again, with Bruce Langer being only a sophomore, he's going to be with this program a long time, and we're going to see some good things out of him this year and years to come.
Again, number 10, Bruce Langer in the center, motion by Tucker in the backfield. Underwood getting the ball. Oh, just met at that line of scrimmage and pushed backwards. No gain on that play. He stopped by number 48, Kenny Schillo. 3rd and about 4 now for the Red Hawks.
Again, this is a big 3rd down. Red Hawks really need to get a drive going with 40 seconds left in this first quarter. And to convert this, they're going to need a good play out of their quarterback and running back and hopefully get a drive going and put a score up on the board before the quarter's out.
Now you're dropping back in the pass at their one hut. Passing out to number 40, Underwood. Underwood met at the line of scrimmage.
Huge hit put on Underwood by number, looks like number 18, or number 48 for the Verona.
That's Ken Schillo.
It was a good hit, good shoulder tackle by Schillo and stopped Underwood for a no gain.
It's hard to see these Verona numbers at night because they're so dark and black. It's hard to disguise between the orange and the black of this team.
Play stopped by the official in the back.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score of Verona 7, Milton 0.
The Red Hawks punting from their 35 now. 2 again to receive it for Verona. Obviously not going after these punts.
Number 42 for Verona, that would be Conkle back to, he gets that ball running up the sideline. He's got some room, got a blocker or 2. Finally brought down on the play.
It's good return for Verona. They got the ball all the way back to pretty much where it was kicked from. There's a good snap to get it down to Plouts on that one so he could actually get a kickoff, but kick didn't give enough hang time, and the Red Hawk coverage couldn't get down in time to stop the runner there.
Can't you get headsets? These things stay there.
Run up the middle for number 31 on that one. He gets about 2 yards. It's Marcus Boone with the carry.
Tackle by number 61, Alex Gibson. Looks like Verona's still trying to keep this running game going, just drag it out. Maybe hope to maybe wear down Milton by the third and fourth quarters.
Second down and 6 now.
Paling under center, handed off to number 31, Boone. Boone met again at the line of scrimmage. He's stopped by
Looks like number 40.
number 40, Derek Underwood.
It's a good hit there by Underwood and brings up 3rd and short for Verona. It's going to be a huge stop for the Redhawks. Keep them out of field goal range and hopefully get the ball back here. You'd probably expect Verona to go for it like they did in the last one, but
they're on the 27-yard line.
Still be a big stop on 3rd down.
Again, Paling under center. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Sorry, 2 split receivers. Paling ending off. Just like looked like it was a quarterback keeper, just met at that line of scrimmage and dragged down by a gang of Milton players, led by number 74, Randy Langer again.
Looked like either miscommunication on that play or something happened to the Verona play, and looks like number 10, Paling, got caught behind one of his blockers and just couldn't go anywhere. It looked like he was running in quicksand there for a little bit, and Milton caught up with him and just put him to the ground with a tackle that probably had to hurt Paling a little bit.
It's 4th and about 6 for the Verona Wildcats. They're gonna go for it in this play. Paling's in the center, 2 backs in the backfield. Flag on the play.
Good pressure by the Redhawks.
Paling running to the outside, throwing it out. Intended for receiver on the far side.
So potentially
That's
this will
number
be
87.
potentially this will be the
Matt
Redhawk
Stank.
ball.
Pass was intended for number 87, Matt Stank.
We'll see what this penalty is. Came in before the play, so you might expect
Be on the
something.
Redhawks.
Flag on the play.
Right.
An offsides or a
Looks like they're talking to Langer though. Unless it was something drastic, I would expect the Redhawks to take the ball in this one.
Yep, Milton switching to their offense right now, so they did decline the penalty.
It's another big stop by the Redhawks on 4th down. After that first drive, they got 7 points for Verona. The Redhawks have really stepped it up. Now they got the ball with 9:40 left to go in the second half.
My head's too small. Oh, that's cool. So.
Langer looking deep to number 1, Ty Farnsworth. He's got the ball.
Ty's got the speed, breaks that little ankle tackle, and he goes into the end zone.
Touchdown, Ty.
With a beautiful, deep pass out to number 1, Tyler Farnsworth. Farnsworth being chased by only one person. He beat his man off the line. Farnsworth has that speed, folks, the game-breaking ability.
Was game-breaking speed by Farnsworth. A good pass by Langer to lead him a little bit, and Farnsworth makes the play happen, and now the Redhawks have a chance to make it even at 7 here with 9:26 left to go in the second quarter.
Frederick's in the hole, number 12, giving to Plouts. Plouts is good. Which means the score to Verona 7, Milton 7.
9 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first half. The score is Milton 7, Verona 7.
Yellow card and red card. With 45, Kyle Plouts to make this kickoff for the Redhawks. 2 Verona players back deep. Deep kick by Plouts to be into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. Ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Verona.
Good kick by Plouts to stick Verona back in their back in their own territory. This is the worst position all night for the Wildcats. A big stop here by the defense would really get the momentum back towards Milton.
Again, Paling under center. Two backs in the backfield. Handoff given to number 31, Marcus Boone. Boone with a gain of maybe 1 yard. Stop by number 35, Peter Christensen. Be second and about 9 for the Verona Wildcats.
That touchdown for the Redhawks really changed this game. Defense comes out looking more excited now to get these Wildcats stopped and looking like a new team now.
Paling under center, two backs in the backfield. Handed off to the fullback. That's number 22 from Verona, Abner Castro. Gain of maybe 1 yard, tackled by number 74, big Randy Langer. 3rd and 9.
Good stop by Langer, read that perfectly coming out of the linebacker position and stuffed the Wildcats for a loss of 1.
It's barely in the second quarter, and Langer has, I think, about 8 tackles right now.
Yeah.
Paling under center, dropping back to pass, being chased by 56 Krause. Throwing it low to intended for number 42. It's Ben Conkle. Tight coverage by number 15, Schober.
Krause got his hands up well on that play and really made the Verona quarterback do what Krause wanted him to do instead of being able to just lob that ball nicely. Got some good pressure on him, and the Verona quarterback really had to force it in there. Didn't have much of an angle to get to his receiver.
Number 42, Ben Conkle, the punt for the Wildcats. An odd formation, there's 3 men to the right. And a little pooch punt over to that side. Underwood's just gonna let it go. It's rolling into Milton territory. Picked up by Verona at about the 30 or 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Redhawks.
You can see by the way the ball really skipped that time that the field is very slick, and that's why players are having trouble tonight controlling it.
Ball is placed at the Milton 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Redhawks.
Number 10, Bruce Langer under center, dropping back to pass. Throwing it out deep, intended.
He's got him.
He's caught. He's got his tailback, number 40, Underwood, it looks like. Underwood running off the sideline. Underwood, the halfback, running out of the backfield like a little halfback streak, it looked like. Running up the sideline for the touchdown, a huge 72-yard touchdown play.
Wow.
Another beautiful deep ball for Langer.
Now that play really changed this game. Milton's got all the momentum now, and one of the Wildcats are looking like they just got struck by lightning.
It looks like Milton has the speed to actually beat these Verona defensive backs, which has really worked both times. We've used our speed to work on deep slants, deep posts, just straight streaks to win this game. And that brings the score to Milton 14, Verona 7.
35 seconds remaining in the first half. Your score, Milton 14, Verona 7.
All right, number 45, Kyle Plutson to kick for the Redhawks. And the deep straight kick for Plouts. Picked up by number 42, Conkle.
Ooh.
Conkle stopped. Wow, big hit. It looked like number 19 that was for Milton, Cody Letson. He's a junior. Beamster had him by the legs. Letson hit him in the chest, knocking him back. 1st and 10 for Verona at their 20-yard line.
More bad field position here for Verona. They started out the game with, I think, maybe 3 balls at about inside Milton territory, and now Milton's really done a good job sticking back in their own zone.
Paling under center, handing off to 31. Boone. Boone with the gain of about 5 or 6 yards. Hop, skip, and jump up to the 26-yard line. Number 63, Michael Bright for the tackle. Brings up second and about 5.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Looks like the rain may have stopped now, but the field's still got to be wet with the temperatures under 50 degrees and players run around out there all the time.
Paling under center. Drop back, handed off to number 31, Boone. Boone with a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. Back by number 56, Josh Krause. Bringing up third and about 2. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first half. The score is still Milton 14, Verona 7.
Gain of 3 makes it 3rd and 2.
Paling under center. Milton's defensive line anchoring in to stop the run. Handing off to Boone. Boone launching himself over the top. Look like he was pushed and stopped right there by number 40, Underwood.
He's going to be close to the first down. It looks like he has it just past the 39-yard line, and indeed he does have the first down. Referee pointing in the direction of the Verona
That was
end
number
zone.
22, Abner Castro. The leap over that line. Normally the touchdown leap, save for that. Very useful technique for Verona to get the first down. We're going to have 1st and 10. Paling under center, motion for the backfield. Handed off to number 22, Castro. Tackle number 73, John Manser. 2nd and 9 for the Redhawks.
Really got to think if Verona wants to stay in this game, they're going to have to put some points up on the board right now with this drive. Otherwise, when Milton gets the ball back on offense, you never know what they're going to do.
We've seen 2 long plays from Milton and touchdowns. Paling under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Paling dropping back to pass. Looks like little slants.
Oh,
Underwood falls. The receiver's got it. He's got the speed. He might not be caught. He isn't caught, folks. He runs into the end zone. That's number 42, Ben Conkle. Conkle with the touchdown.
huge play for Verona there. I wish I had just kept my mouth shut and not said anything about Verona scoring points, but can't take that one back, and Verona's going to have a chance to tie it up. We've seen 3 long pass plays in this half. I don't know if the coverage isn't getting good footing on this wet ground or what, but the quarterbacks are really lighting up the scoreboard today.
Underwood would have had that one. He just fell down right before the pass came to Conkle. Conkle had a free open shot to the end zone. Now we have number 42 Conkle in the kick, I think. Number 10 Paling to hold. Kick is no good, brings the score to Milton 14, Verona 13.
5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the first half. Your score, Milton 14, Verona 13.
That was a big play for the Wildcats, but as they missed that extra point, that could come back to hurt them late in the game.
Schrader kicking it deep. Picked up by number 40, Underwood. Underwood bounces back up inside, breaks a tackle. Using his speed, running up the sideline. Breaking another tackle. He's got up the sideline. Finally, a little shoestring tackle brings him down at the 44-yard line. Huge 40-yard gain in that kickoff return.
Amazing play by the Redhawks there. Sower looks like he's going to fake the reverse, and he looks like he's going to help block for Underwood. Then he just fell down, but Underwood beat 4 Verona defenders right off the bat and then broke 2 or 3 tackles to get up to the 45-yard line. That's huge for the Redhawks.
It's a very nice start for this drive for the Redhawks. 3 receivers for Milton. Langer under center, 1 back in the backfield. Langer drop pass, it's a little draw to Underwood. Underwood met the line of scrimmage. Verona read that one pretty quickly. No gain in that play, bringing up 2nd and 10. He's tackled by number 83. It's Kirk DeCreamer.
Kirk DeCreamer. Loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11.
Langer under center. Motion to the backfield. Langer faking the handoff to, then just sacked in the play. It was a coverage sack, folks. East Milton player was covered. It was number 79 from Verona that getting this sack. Jake Steiner.
It's good coverage downfield, and the pressure came quickly after that, and Langer just had no options on that one. Don't think he saw it coming from the backside, and he probably hoped to get it off before the guy in the front got him, but just got taken down. Now, no let up here by the Wildcats after that brilliant return by Underwood. And you would expect to see maybe them come out with their heads down after that return, but they really come out firing.
3rd and 17 for the Redhawks. Going on one hut. Langer throwing out number 40. Underwood went up the sideline. Brought down about the 50-yard line, bringing up 4th and 4 maybe. There's a flag in the play though.
Flag at the 37. It might look like it's on the Redhawks. Yeah, it is a legal procedure or a legal formation on the Redhawks.
Procedure against Milton.
You would assume that Verona would deny this penalty. Don't really know what there is to talk about now for the refs.
I believe if Verona were to accept this penalty, Milton would be placed 5 yards back from where they were at before. If they would decline it, the Milton would get the ball at the 50-yard line.
Looks like the Redhawks thought that Verona was accepting that penalty. They had their 4th down package in. Now it looks like they're all ready to set up, but now they have to send in their punt unit. I don't know if that's just confusion on the Redhawks sideline or if they're trying to confuse the Wildcats, but now the Redhawks are punting on 4th and about 6 from their own 47.
45, Kyle Plouts to kick for the Redhawks. Nice deep pump by Clouds. Picked up by number 42, Conkle. Conkle around the sideline using his speed, finally brought down by number 63, Michael Bright.
Looking out in the lights here, it looks like the rain's really starting to start up again. I don't know if you can see that on the TV there, but this could be turning into a big problem now for both teams. It looked like the rain had stopped before, but now with this kind of downpour, you don't know what's going to happen.
There's a freshman on our team, isn't there?
They bring them up for playoffs.
Number 22, Abner Castro on the run. Minimal gain, brought down by number 87, Ryan Schiller, and number 74, Randy Langer. 2nd and about 9 for the Verona Wildcats.
This is really going to be a test of the Milton defense. They got burned in a big play just a few minutes ago, and now with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left, they're trying to get Verona off into halftime with a 1-point lead, but we'll see what Verona thinks about that as they line up.
Paling under center. 2 receivers split to the left. Motion by one of those receivers. Handed off at number 22, Castro. Castro met at the line of scrimmage, but maybe with a gain of 1 or 2. Tackled by number 73, John Manser. 3rd and 7 for the Verona Wildcats.
Another big 3rd down play for the Redhawks. They've done a good job stopping it with the previous ones. It's maybe even bigger with only a 1-point lead so close to halftime.
Paling under center, 2 backs in the backfield, split receivers to the left, 2. Motion by 42, Conkle. Just dropping back to pass, throwing it out. Oh, deflected and then caught by the receiver. Was deflected by number 45, Kyle Plout, just right out of his hands. Looked like he was going for the interception. And then caught by number 44, that's Kyle Schrader.
It's very unfortunate for the Redhawks there. It looked like they had the play stopped, and then ball just squirted out of 2 of the Redhawks' hands right into one of the Verona players, and luckily he didn't break that for more. They stopped him at about the 20-yard line now with 2 minutes left in this first half.
1st and 10.
Really got to think the rain had something to do with that one. It looked like the ball was in Plouts' hands for sure.
Paling under center, handing off to the fullback, 48, Kenny Shillow.
Number 48, Kenny Chillo on the carry.
Tackle by number 61, Alex Gibson.
Number 61, Alex Gibson.
Big couple plays now for the Red Hawk defense.
Peeling under his center. Two backs in the backfield. Split. Handed off to 22 Castro. Castro tackle by number 61, Alex Gibson.
Red Hawks are saying they have the ball, it looks like.
There was a fumble on the play, it looked like.
No signal from the refs yet. Now they are signaling it's
signal
Red
is-
Hawk ball.
Wow, I did not see the fumble. There was no scramble for a ball, so I did not see a fumble at all. It's going to be first and 10 for Milton on the about the 16-yard line.
Look, at first the running back tried to go to the left, and then he cut back to the right, and I saw big Alex Gibson running down the left side to catch up with him, and I think that'd probably scare anybody there, and maybe got a helmet on the ball, and it just popped out, and I think Gibson recovered it. And indeed, the referees say it is Milton ball, so now they'll have a chance to score with 1 minute left in this first half.
Milton will be using their Mayday offense. It's no huddle. Handing off to number 18, Tucker.
Nick Tucker, the ball carrier.
Tucker with the minimal game.
Tackled on the play by number
He was tackled by number 79,
Peterson.
Jake Steiner. Milton looks like they're just going to run this clock out and just go to halftime. Happy with a 14-13 lead. I would go out firing again, maybe use a little play action because Verona expects us to just, go with the run. Maybe one of those deep passes again, maybe that little X touchdown to Farnsworth again, TD tie. Hand it off to Underwood. Underwood tripped up on the play, gets the first down, it looked like. Stopping number 42, Ben Conkle.
Rather surprising to me, if you looked on the left side these last two plays, it looks like he's been man-to-man coverage in the Red Hawk wide receivers. First on Ty Farnsworth and then on Nick Frederick. You think they might have taken a shot out there. Ty's coming back into the play. You don't know if they're going to be doing something like that, but play clock is running down. They only have 2 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like they're just going to take it into halftime.
With the score at halftime, Milton 14, Verona 13. 45, Kyle Plouts today, kickoff for the Red Hawks. Kyle Schrader and Ben Conkle to see for Verona.
After a scary start for the Red Hawks in that first half, they climbed back into it. Now it's 14-13. They've got a 1-point lead to start this second half. Kyle Plouts with his approach. Gets off a low short kick that bounces about the 10, but a Verona player doesn't feel it very well. Breaks a couple tackles though, and he's got space to run here. Taken out at the 40 by number 45.
It's Kyle Plouts.
Kyle Plouts.
Take him.
Tackled by Nick Tucker for the Red Hawks.
Again, on one of these kickoffs, it looks like they had it stopped early, but then the returner just broke it open for a big play, and now first and 10 for Verona at their own 40.
Milton needs to stop the mistakes and the turnovers right now. Let's focus on playing basic, hard-nosed running football.
Odd formation here for the Wildcats. They have everybody in the backfield. Now they motion out. They've got 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side, 2 in the backfield. The play goes to the running back. He gets about 7 yards on the play. Boone, the ball carrier. Tackled by Frederick on that one. Good play up the middle for the Wildcats to start off this second half. 2nd and 3 now for Verona at the 47.
Fredericks has been a key turnover for this defense. He was our backup quarterback last year behind Aaron Mendogue. And this year he switched to defense solely. Plays a little bit of backup quarterback, but mainly that's man Corey Pass has been a really strong point in this secondary for the Red Hawks.
Motion again on the backfield for Verona. Pitch goes to Boone again. Gets up the middle, breaks the tackle, and it's down to about the 40.
Yeah, Boone was stopped first by Krause. He broke Krause's tackle, but Krause hung on to it and finally brought him down after he gained an extra 4 yards, bringing up 1st and 10 for Verona.
Looked like Boone was a little slippery there and just kind of squirted through that hole. Looks like an official timeout, maybe an injury here. Can't quite see who it is. Here we go now, the Wildcats. That was Peter Christensen shaking up on the play. Walked off under his own power, though. Another weird formation for Verona, and they all motion again.
He'll be replaced by number 5, Nate Beamster.
Carry goes to number 31. He's stopped in the backfield by number 5, Nate Beamster.
Beamster's really come on as a backup this year behind Peter Christensen. He's only a junior. He'll normally end up starting next year. Whenever Peter needs a little air break or a little water break, Beamster comes in and he's made some really key plays. He had an interception and a few big hits over at St. Joseph's. That last second win that we had, he's always come in as a little stopgap player and made some pretty key tackles.
Another motion out of the backfield for Verona. It says third down on the sidelines, but by my count it was second down, but we'll see how that turns out. Another play up the middle that got stopped by the Redhawks. Looks like Langer and a swarm of Milton tacklers stopped that one.
Milton's starting to settle down and starting to stop this run after a few big runs by the Verona team. Who was starting to anchor down and just wanted to stop this run. That's just what our defensive line is supposed to do, just stop the Verona run. This is normally a pass-first team. This is what I heard from a few Milton players and coaches after watching game film on them. They prefer to pass more than like to run, but they really just trying to show the run right now this whole game.
Indeed, it was second down that last play, so that brings up third and about 8 for Verona. Again, for the backfield, they all motion out.
And then he's just trying to confuse the Milton players. It hasn't really worked that well for Verona.
Play action, good pressure. The ball's up. It's a jump ball up there. The Verona player comes down with it, but the referee rules he's out of bounds. Caught it, but it landed out of bounds. I don't think he got a foot in from this angle. It doesn't look like he did get that one in.
Yeah, it was a nice effort by the Verona player. That was number 44, Schroeder. It was a nice effort for him to catch it, but his feet were just barely out of bounds. It was a nice pass by Paling to get into the area where Schobert wasn't at. Bringing up fourth down.
And Verona comes on to punt it.
For the Wildcats, Derek Underwood back to receive.
Underwood back. Doesn't look like the Redhawks will be going after this punt. A low snap. Punter bobbles it. Looks like he's going to throw it. But the play is stopped. I don't know if that was a broken up punt or if that really was a fake, but either way, it turns out well for the Redhawks, and they're going to have the ball in a turnover of downs.
Complete to number 83.
That was complete to Kirk DeCreamer. He was met right at that line of scrimmage after he caught it by number 12, Nick Fredericks. Fredericks hung on and let him get nowhere. Looks like Verona were trying to go for a fake to kind of confuse Milton. Looks like that's what they've been trying to do the whole second half so far.
It's going to be first and 10 now for the Redhawks at their own 36. Got Ty Farnsworth wide to the left side, 2 in the backfield. Langer takes the snap, fakes to Tucker, and gives the ball to Underwood, who powers his way forward for a gain of about 3 yards out to the 45. Excuse me, about the 40.
He's tackled by number 6, Joe Booty, and number 48, Kenny Schillo.
And number 48, Kenny Schillo.
Brings up second and 6 for the Redhawks.
Underwood likes to get his pads low and run parallel to the ground, low center of gravity, just powering through tacklers.
Again, it goes to Underwood. He breaks a couple tackles, now gets to the corner and down at about the 50-yard line. Good play for the Redhawks. Pick up about 10 yards on that one. Looks like they had him stopped, but Underwood again breaks through more tackles and gets out to the 50.
Underwood, a great combination of power and speed. He has the speed to just break it to the outside and the power to lower his shoulders and break a few tackles in the middle. And this Milton offensive line has really opened some nice holes for him in the second half so far.
So now with 8:15 left in this third quarter, Milton is just inside Verona territory. Play action. Again, looks like a miscommunication between Langer and Brown on that play.
Pass was just thrown right behind Andrew Brown, almost intercepted on the play. Brown's a big target. He's 6'7". It's hard to miss a guy that big.
Indeed. There was pressure coming from both sides on that one to Langer. I don't know if he just wanted to get rid of it there and Brown just wasn't ready for it or if there was miscommunication on that one.
Milton's pass protection been really suspect this whole game. I don't know if it's the Verona front four because they look like they're running a 4-3 defense with a 4-3 like a motion, like a slide to the right or left, choosing what side the linebacker wants to go to.
Langer loses the ball and it looks like he's recovered it. Ball just slipped out of his hands there as he pulled it back to throw. He recovered it. It's going to be about 3rd and 25, I think, from the Milton 35.
Lang looked like he was going to throw the one, just came out of his hands. Again, the slippery field, causing a wet football. Looks like he was just going to throw and just ended up coming out the backside of his hand. Luckily, some nice recognition to recover that fumble, keeping it in Milton possession.
So it looks like this fumble here is going to move the Redhawks back a bunch of yards, and now it looks like they won't be able to convert this. The drive that was looking good now turns into just get the ball back up there. More pressure by Verona. Langer decides to run it and gets the ball back up to about the 47. It's going to be 4th and about 12. A good play by Langer. Now they're going to be further up and be able to get the ball hopefully at the Verona 20 or 30 now with a punt.
But the punter, Kyle Plus, does have the leg to kick it right into the end zone from here with a nice bounce.
And Kyle Schrader back to receive the punt from Milton's Kyle Klaus.
Both deep men are about the 19 or 20 yard line. See how the snap goes this time. It's a fairly good snap. They almost get the punt there. It's picked up about the 25 and run to the left side. Gets some good blocks. And flag comes in back at the yard line. He breaks some more tackles and gets slammed to the ground at about the 40-yard line.
That was definitely a block in the back. You saw the play. You saw the Milton player fall to the ground face first. That's a definite sign of a block in the back. And the flag was thrown right at where that happened.
Flag is resting at the 34-yard line. If this is a block in the back, it'll bring it back 10 yards from the 34 to about the 24. Referees are conferring here, and it is a block in the back on Verona, so this is going to move this one back. Well, it looks like a good return. It's brought back by a penalty, and Verona's coaches aren't going to be very happy about that one.
This is just a cheap shot on that play, but let's see if Verona can capitalize, Milton can capitalize from the loss of yards for Verona.
Technically, that's only a 10-yard penalty, bring it back to the 24, but they would have had that ball at Milton's 40, so this is really more like a 36-yard penalty, which really kills the Verona attack. 1st and 10 now from the Milton 24. Again, this weird formation that Verona's probably going to motion out of. Indeed, they are motioning out of it with 2 in the
Milton
backfield
isn't
now,
fooled,
1 to each
moving out.
side. Handoff goes to number 22 up the middle for little or no gain. Abner Castro with the carry on that one. Didn't get much there. Good stop on the Milton defense.
Stuck on number 63, Michael Bright. Another senior anchor of this defensive line, our nose guard.
Brings up 2nd and about 8 for the Redhawks. I've never seen a formation like this before, but I guess if it works for Verona, then that's what they're going to do. 1 on each side now for Verona, 2 in the backfield. Number 10 drops back to pass pressure. He launches the ball up in the air towards Danny Schober's side. A diving attempt by both players. Danny Schober looks like he would have come out with that ball, but it just slipped through his hands. 3rd down and 8 now. Good coverage by Schober. He was with him step for step. Pass is intended for Ben Kunkel, but like I said before, Schober had good coverage on him. There's no way Kunkel was getting that ball before Schober got his hand on it.
Yeah, but Schober stayed with him man for man, step for step, and did not give Kunkel a 1 inch of space, which made Schober able to block that one.
With coverage like that, it would take a beautiful throw to Kunkel's right shoulder to get that one, but Schober wasn't having any of it. So now we see something different for Verona. They got 1 on the left side, no motion now, and launched out to the left flat and incomplete to Boone.
Looks like that pass was deflected at the line of scrimmage by one of the Milton defensive linemen. Also the pressure caused by the Milton defensive line, bringing up that nice 4th down and the nice incomplete pass from Paling.
So with 5:40 left in this 3rd quarter, Milton gets a big stop on 4th down, and now Verona's going to punt. Underwood again back to receive. He's standing about the 36-yard line. More motion for Verona, even on their punt formations. Snaps low, punter crosses to pick it up and gets up a kick to the right side of the field, angling out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be at about the 35-yard line.
I think Verona's trying to motion, put everyone on the right side of the field, and then their punter kicks it to that right side of the field, hoping for better punt coverage, confusing the Milton punt coverage team.
Looks like they're trying to angle these plays now later in the game away from Underwood. He's come out to burn him a couple times in that big touchdown run, and a lot of these short, little quick 15-yard gains in the running where he just slips tackles and gets past the Verona tacklers. Now that they punted him away from him, he doesn't have a chance to get any return at all. 1st and 10 from the Redhawks at their own 33. 2 in the backfield, 1 on the left side, 1 in motion in the backfield. Langer takes a snap and he's looking to pass. He's looking deep, lets it go over the top. Looks like he's going for Danny Schober. Just deflected. Looks like number 41 or number 44, Kyle Schroeder got his hand on it. That would have been a big play, a good stop by number 44 to make sure Schober didn't get that. He had 2 steps on Schroeder. If he would have caught that ball, he would have been in the end zone for sure. So Milton tries a long one on 1st down. We'll see what they do on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 10 now. Schober again in motion. Ball went to Underwood in the backfield. It breaks a couple tackles. He's still on his feet. And it gets about 7 yards now. He's up to about the 39-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Redhawks.
Underwood's a very slippery runner tonight, using the whole field, left, right, and up the middle. Just get his long yard gains, getting Milton for like 6-yard gains each time.
Looks like a penalty on the play. Face mask on the Verona. It's not a personal foul there, it's just a 5-yard face mask, so that moves the play up 5 yards, and it gives Milton an automatic 1st down. 1st and 10 now for Redhawks at their own 44. 2 in the backfield now, 1 far to the left side. Langer takes the snap, and the carry goes again to Underwood. He breaks a couple tackles again, and he's down to about the 50-yard line, a 6-yard gain to the play. 2nd and 4 for the Redhawks.
Looks like Milton's just going to go to Underwood the whole half this time. Not trying to change up backs at all, going to Tucker. He's really getting 5-6 yards every single run. Just wearing down this Verona defense. Really work in the 3rd and 4th quarters, the end of this quarter and then the beginning of the 4th quarter. Be able to use this running attack a lot faster, a lot better.
Now I got 2 in the backfield again for the Redhawks. Langer takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Oh, and he gets nailed by the Verona defense. You did not see that one coming at all. Number 66, Ryan Barker. That's 210 pounds coming down on Langer that time. I don't think he saw that at all, and he just got nailed by the defensive line.
Again, that's a coverage sack. Everyone downfield, we had 3 receivers downfield. Each receiver was covered. And it's funny, they have 3 receivers downfield and 7 guys to block, but no one. I mean, but a few Verona players got through that one. So bringing up a huge 3rd down.
10-yard swing on that play brings up 3rd and 15 for the Redhawks. We got 2 on the right side, 1 on the left, and 1 in the backfield. Langer takes the snap, pressure again. He looks over the middle of number 15, Dan Schober, but underthrows him as Schober was 5 yards across the field by that time. And it's going to bring up 4th and 14 for the Redhawks. They're going to have to punt this one away. Verona fans getting pretty fired up by that stop on defense. Looks like the Milton fans over there just kind of musing over there, not really getting into the game at all. Looks like they might be getting a little too cold for this one. Plots again back to punt, both deep men at the 25-yard line for Verona. Good snap. Punt goes to the left side. He's going to take a bounce here. The Verona player fields it, breaks the tackle. He gets out to the left side. He's got room to run. Tries to hurdle the defender. He's out about the 35-yard line. A good return by number 44, Kyle Schroeder. He's making some big plays here late in the game. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for Verona.
Verona's really come out firing this whole half. Their defense has really been pumped up. Milton's been just trying to use that run. I wish Milton would try to pass more. I think Coach Machinsky is really going to talk to this offensive line telling them to anchor themselves. Just focus on blocking there, man to man. That's all you have to do. Just for pass blocking. That's all it is.
So after that 27-point first half, we're now 3 minutes left in the third quarter here, and there's no scoring here in the second half. The score is still 14-13. Milton up by 1. Got Verona motions out. Got 2 in the backfield, 1 on each side. Call goes to Boone. He gets tackled by looks like Langer on the tackle.
It was a nice backside pursuit by number 87, Ryan Schiller, the defensive end, following that running back, making sure he wasn't going to go anywhere.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for Verona with 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Paling under center again. Takes a snap, play action. He's looking to throw to the left side. He's getting pressure. It looks like the ball was tipped in the backfield. He was intended for number 22, Abner Castro. Falls incomplete at about the 25 or 26-yard line. It's a good stop by the Milton defense. One of the defensive linemen got their hands up and knocked that ball down. So Verona's going to need a big play here on 3rd and 10 to keep their drive alive. Third and 10 from 36. Verona just comes out with 1 on the right side, 1 on the left side, and 2 in the backfield. They're looking to throw. The ball goes up. It's a cutback route. Schober had it covered well. The ball is overthrown.
Schober overran his receiver. A nice job to come back on that play and just cover the receiver Schroeder, so it wasn't going to go anywhere, even if he did catch that ball.
So Schober with the coverage on Schroeder there breaks up 4th and 10 for Verona from their own 36. So number 42 back to punt, Ben Kunkel. Underwood back to receive at about the 11-yard line. Got the motion by Verona, putting everybody on the right side. You expect this punt to go over on that right side. It's a good snap and another little pooch punt to the right side. Ball rolls out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. It looks like it's hard to tell from here, but it does look like it's inside the 10. For a second, it looked like it might have bounced off one of those Milton players, but luckily it did not. The ball went out of bounds, and it's going to be Milton ball, 1st and 10 from deep inside their own territory. With 2:31 left to go in this third quarter, it's going to be important for Milton to at least get some sort of drive together so that they at least can start winning the battle of field position here. They're stuck deep in their territory, and they really need some big plays to get it out.
They haven't shown a lot of emotion this whole second half.
Langer takes a snap, and play looks like it's still alive. Carry out to Tucker. May have gotten a couple yards. Tackled by number 58, Peter Rohr. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Red Hawk 11. Again, same formation for the Red Hawks. 1 on the left side, 1 on the right, and 2 in the backfield. Langer takes a snap. Hands it off to Underwood, who goes right up the middle and doesn't get much in the play. Maybe 1 or 2 yards, that's it.
Yeah, like I said before, this Verona defense is really starting to key on the run, knowing that Milton's going to run probably 3 downs out of each, just to wear this clock down, maybe hopefully wear down the Verona defense. But they really started to settle in and focus on stopping the run. So I think Milton should just play action 1st down right away and just go for that long, deep pass again. Hope for some good protection up front and go for the deep pass.
3rd and 9 now for Milton, deep in their territory. They want to get at least a few yards here, so Plus has some more room to work back there with this punt. Langer takes a snap. He's bootlegging out to the left side. Ton of pressure there, and he completes a pass. It looks like he may have the 1st down. Out to about the 20-yard line. We'll see what kind of spot they give it. And first down indeed for the Red Hawks. A good play by Langer under pressure. He had a ton of pressure coming on him and got hit as soon as he threw the ball. Good completion there, a good 1st down. Now the Red Hawks have a drive. First and 10 now for the Red Hawks. Langer takes the snap and gives it to Underwood. Gets about 4 on the play.
He's brought down by number 48, Kenny Shillow.
Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Red Hawks with time winding down this third quarter, 30 seconds left. Still 14-13, Red Hawks have a 1-point lead. If they get a score here, that give them a good cushion going in the fourth quarter. 2 on the left side, 2 in the backfield now for Langer. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Good pressure up the middle. Langer eludes it, and he's looking like he's to run. Gets hit after a gain of about 3 yards.
Langer takes a big hit.
And this brings us to the end of the third quarter with a 3rd and 6 for the Red Hawks in their own territory. It's still 14-13. Red Hawks up by 1.
Good. Are you leaving it on? It's on, you know. Years. Oops.
3rd and 3 now for the Red Hawks. They're on 27, 14-13. Red Hawks still up by 1. This is a huge play for the Red Hawks. They need to keep their drive alive. They got 2 on the left side, 2 in the backfield. Langer takes a snap. He's looking to pass. Looks out to the right side. He's got his man Underwood. He's met and stopped. Underwood spun a tackler. May have been enough to get the first down, but it doesn't look like he did. He stopped at about the 28-yard line. Gain of maybe 1. It's going to bring up 4th and 2. Schrader with a big stop on that play. Bringing up 4th down for the Red Hawks and bringing in Plouts to punt. Big stop for Verona there. Deep men about the 40-yard line. A good punt by Plouts. 42 does well handling it, and he's got about 25 yards in the return down to the Milton 40-yard line. Excuse me, Milton 35-yard line. A good return by Verona, and this is going to put him in very good field position for this drive.
Milton's punt coverage team has been really hurting. And also the kickoff return coverage team has not been really good this whole game, giving Verona some really good field position the whole second half and pretty much the whole game.
It's going to be a huge drive for Verona. If they get a score on the board, they're right back in this game. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Looking to throw, and he looks like he completes his pass. Pass from Paling to number 42, Ben Kunkel. It's going to give the Wildcats another first down at about the 22-yard line. Okay. Here we go now, 1st and 10 for Verona. Motion out again. 2 on the left side now, 2 in the backfield. Tailing takes a snap and gives it to Boone, who gets stopped at the line by the Red Hawks. Number 48 looks like he's a little confused on that play. About 3 yards on that play will bring up 2nd and 7. Scoreless second half here with 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Red Hawks would do well to hold them just a field goal now.
Ten Paling under center, 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to do that motion again. Motion everyone out. Split receivers slot to the left. Heading off to 31 Boone. Boone with a gain of maybe 2 yards. Tackle by number 74, Randy Langer.
So after that good passing play for Verona, they're starting to run a little bit more, maybe trying to run the clock down and just trying to get a field goal and get out with a 2-point lead. I'm not quite sure what they're attempting here. Maybe they'll come out and pass on this 3rd down, but to me it looks like they're running the clock down, but we'll see what happens here.
Bringing up 3rd and 5 for Verona Wildcats.
It's a big play here from the Milton
Paling under
defense.
center, handed it off to the fullback. Number 48, that's Kenny Schillo, he didn't go anywhere, folks. Bringing up 4th and 5 again, no gain. Stopping number 56, Josh Krause.
We haven't seen any field goals here by Verona or even any attempts. Looks like they're going to bring on the kicker now. It's going to be interesting to see if they miss that one extra point.
This will be from the 17-yarder right now. This looks like around a 34-yarder. Kyle Schrader into attempt.
Doesn't look like there's too much went out there. It's pretty straight on from the middle of the field.
And it's good for Schrader. The punt, that kick just barely made it over, bringing the score to Verona 16, Milton 14. And they almost had that. They almost had that. All right. Schober and Underwood back to receive for the Red Hawks. Schrader to kick off.
Kickoff looks like his field goal short, but still good play for Verona.
Kick was fielded short. It was received by number 45, Kyle Ploutz. He gets maybe 2-yard gain, brought down about the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
Now we might see why Verona was running on that last play. There's 8 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock, and the Red Hawks really need to score here. I think Verona was maybe just running down the clock, hoping their defense will be able to stop them with this long field and short clock.
Number 10, Bruce Langer in center, 2 backs in the backfield. Two receivers split to the left and 1 to the right. Handing off to Underwood. Underwood with a minimal gain. Milton's sideline and student section looks really dead right now. They're not moving at all. I see no emotion out of the whole team at all. I think Machinsky's again just trying to run this clock down. I don't see reason to. I think this game should be a shootout, just passing constantly normally, because Langer has the arm to pass.
I have half a mind to go out there and try to fire up the student section myself, Kyle.
Langer under center, 1 back in the backfield. Dropping back for the pass.
Gets hit as he
Passing out to 88 Brownie. Again, an incomplete pass. That was Langer's fault. He's had 3 missed passes this whole second half. He hasn't really been on target. I don't know what his problem is right now. Then the coach needs to get him to the sideline and just get some common sense in him, get some some confidence in this guy so he can start making the right passes.
After the bounce, Kyle Schroeder for Verona picked up that ball. He's been all over the field now. He's been punting. He kicked that last field goal there. He's been playing offense and defense. He's a slash steward here for Verona.
Langer back to pass. Huge sack in the play. Milton's offensive line again. Verona rushed 7 men, and Milton's offensive line just could not stop the 7 men. That little play action, they did not bite in the play action. No one blocked up front, and they just got a huge sack on Bruce Langer. 45 Kyle Ploutz to kick.
Deep men back at about the 50-yard line. They're really going to need a good kicker here out of Ploutz. Hasn't been able to get much in these balls all night. Kicks the angle to the right side, goes out about the 40-yard line.
Not a good punt for Ploutz. They needed 25 yards. First and 10 for Verona.
Milton really needs to stop him here at the 40-yard line. They don't want to give up another field goal because that would take away the option of taking the field goal for the Red Hawks.
That would give them a 5-point lead.
About 7 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. You'd think the Wildcats would just try to run the clock down. Maybe
Healy
pick up a
under
couple first
center.
down.
Handing off to 31 Boone. Boone with the gain of maybe 1 yard. Better at the line of scrimmage by number 87 Ryan Schlutler. 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 now. Red Hawks really can't give up any more yards. They really need to try to hold the Verona to the 3rd and long play and maybe be able to give some more options to their defense on a 3rd down.
Hailing under center. Handing off to 31 Boone. Boone leaps over a defender. Finally stopping number 15, Dan Schober. Boone with a gain of about 2 yards, bringing up third and about 4.
Big play for now for the Red Hawk defense to get a stop here. Hopefully, Verona might punt it on 4th down, or even if they go for it, at least give them the chance to get the turnover on downs.
Honestly, I have half mind to go to that student section and start cheering my ass. Paling under center. Doing that in motion again. 2 backs in the backfield. Tossing outside to 31, Boone. Boone breaking out. Gets the first down and more. Finally pushed out of bounds by number 45, Kyle Ploutz. This team again has no emotion.
Milton team does look really dead right now. They really need to pick it up, and they really could get some help out of their crowd right now. Except for the student section, everybody's sitting down, and I don't even hear a noise out of the whole section over there.
All I can hear right now is Verona. Again, Paling lines up under center with that group back in the backfield. Gonna motion out of this. We have 2 receivers to the left, tight end to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. Handing off to 31, Boone. Boone tackled by number 35, Peter Christensen. Or 45, Kyle Ploutz, I'm sorry.
It's a flag on that play, resting at about the 16-yard line.
It's against Milton.
Some sort of personal foul on the Red Hawks. Looks like some sort of a cut block. I don't think I've ever seen that penalty on the offense before. Excuse me, I've never seen that penalty on the defense before. That puts the ball at about the 5-yard line. This is bad for the Red Hawks. They really need a huge goal line stop here and at least hold them to a field goal now.
First and goal. Now on the 5-yard line right now. Huge penalty against Milton, bringing up Verona to the goal line. This could be the end of the game, folks, if they get this touchdown. 31, Boone bouncing outside. Tackle for a 1-yard loss by number 15, Schober.
Schlittler again got the initial contact on that one, and he did well to bring him down. Schober over there to also help stop.
A little pushing and shoving after that play. Verona people weren't proud about that. They'll slam their running back Boone to the ground like that, but that's football, folks.
Maybe seeing a little leadership out of Schlittler here. They
really
keep on
want
running
this
the
defense to get going.
Yeah.
Paling under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Bouncing out of that motion thing. Slap to the left. Handed off to the fullback. Stop for a minimal gain in the play. Tackle by number 63, Michael Bright, bringing up 3rd and about 2 to the end zone.
Huge play now for the Red Hawks, but I expect even if the Verona Wildcats don't get it here, that they would go for it on 4th down and try and put the game away. Verona crowd really pumped up now.
Not much center. No one in the Milton side is really caring about this last play. Handing off to 31, Boone. Boone gets in for the end zone. It's a flag in the play, though.
Referee's pointing the way of Verona.
Looks like the flag's against Verona.
Officials are conferring over there. The flag was about the 4-yard line in the backfield. You'd expect it to be against Verona. But they're talking like it's against Milton. The same penalty on the Red Hawks.
Milton. It's that penalty where you can't shot block the lead blocker, which means go for his legs to cut him out. That's an illegal block on the defense. Must be a new rule installed on the Southern Lakes Conference and the whole WIAA football program. Never heard of that.
That's a big touchdown now for the Wildcats. They're up 14-22, and they're going in for this extra point to make it a 9-point game, which will make it definitely a 2-possession game for the Redhawks. I expect the Redhawks to be fully coming after this one, just in case they can get a tip on it and knock it down.
Schrader under center. Go with the kick. The kick is good. Bring the score to Verona 23, Milton 14. $15 Schober back, number 40 Underwood to receive for the Redhawks. Punts fumbled by Schober, picked up by Underwood. Nice block by Schober. Underwood trying to bounce up inside. Just keeps on turning his legs, brings it out to about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Redhawks.
Milton's now down 9 points, 23-14, but Cal, we've seen them come back from these deficits before.
They were down by I think it was 4 or 5 points to the. I think it was 4 points the last game against St. Joseph's about 3 weeks ago. Came back and won with a last 9-second pass for a touchdown, lateral and everything going on there. They won that game, and they ended up coming back from a 17-6 deficit over Fort Atkinson with 3 minutes left to go in the game to win. So this is no small feat if Milton does come back, folks. They have done it before. I like to call them the comeback kids. Langer under center. Giving it out to number 10, or the number 1. Farnsworth was picked up by Verona. Fumble, I can't believe it.
They're ruling that a catch by the Redhawks. I cannot believe that was actually a catch by Boutz there. He got hit as soon as the ball hit his chest, and the ball just bounced out. It looks like it just bounced off his chest.
It was complete to Schober, actually, I guess. Punched out by a Verona player, then picked up. 1st and 10 for Verona.
That's a huge play there for the Redhawks. I still cannot believe that. If we had instant replay, folks, we'd go back and watch that, but we do not.
We are not the NFL.
1st and 10 now for Verona, deep inside Milton territory. This is going to be a huge stop by the
Paley on the giving it off to 31 Boone. Milton defense huddling around Boone, getting maybe 1 yard. Number 61 Alex Gibson on the stop on that play. 2nd and 9. What's the crowd look like? I can't really see it. Our crowd, what's it look like? Nothing? Ah! This is football, folks. It's not croquet. Get into it.
Here we go, 2nd and 9 for Verona, the 23 with 3 minutes left.
Paling's under center, 2 receivers to the left in the slot. Giving off again to 31 Boone. Boone charging ahead, maybe a 2-yard gain. Keeps on going. I thought he was down. Getting the 1st down. So I think 1st and goal for Verona.
We've seen Milton come back from a couple games before, but this isn't looking good for Milton. They really, really, really need to hold them just a field goal here. If they get a touchdown, this becomes a 3-possession game.
The defense has really lost the battle up front. Paling's under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Slot receiver to the left. Paling just trying to wait down this clock all the time. Giving off to Boone. Boone marching up inside, gets down to about the 2-yard line. I'm sorry, the 4-yard line.
I have to correct myself on this one. If they score a touchdown and go for the extra point, it'll be a 2-possession game still, 16 points. So
Milton could tie this game.
A gleam of hope for the Redhawks here, and especially if they can stop them to just a field goal.
Paling under center, 2 receivers to the left. 2 backs in the backfield. Giving off to Boone. Boone back at the line of scrimmage by number 74. Randy Langer dropped back in the backfield. 3rd down.
Randy Langer on the tackle.
Clock just keeps on running down. 1 minute and 40 seconds now. Milton finally takes a timeout here, stops the clock. with 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining. Verona's up 23-14.
Third and 1 about for Verona. Giving it off to Boone. Boone fumbled the ball. I think he recovers his own fumble, it looked like. And Boone has it, bringing up 4th and goal right now. Minute and 40 left in this game. Milton takes a timeout.
4th and short now for Verona. Trying to
run
punch
it
it up the
inside.
middle and they get stopped.
Stopped. No first down, it looked like. Looks like it might be a turnover on downs for Milton. No, it was first down. That's huge, folks. First and goal on the, about the 1 yard line.
Verona's just going to down the ball now, run up the clock. Only a minute, 16 seconds left. Milton only has 1 timeout.
Verona knew that Milton had no chance had they would have scored, so Verona did the classy thing to just, down the ball. Just, go for the knee and not try to inflict any more pain into this Milton team. They're gonna win, but they're gonna win with a score of 23-14.
It's a huge disappointing loss for Milton now. They came out in the first half with 1 point lead going into the halftime. Now they haven't scored any points now in the second half.
They end up being down by 9 points. One more play, one more knee, and this game will be over. Milton will have the loss. Verona will have the win and moving on in the playoffs.
Very disappointed team for the Red Hawks. They'd come out of last week with the Sunlight Lights Conference co-championship. Now this week, this disappointing loss to end their season.
Verona showers the coach in some ice and Gatorade. 9, 8, 7, and that could be the end of the game. And it is, with the end of the game, with the score being Verona 23, Milton 14.